Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone has been doing amazing. I feel like I haven't filmed in a while. I'm excited to get back to the grind and film 2 videos at least a week for you guys, and then bonus videos in between. I'm just happy to be back filming and getting back on schedule because I was in Canada for a week. I had such an amazing time, but now I'm back in Ireland and I need to really start filming because I go back to Canada in like 3 weeks for 2 weeks, so I really need to do a lot of filming in between now and then. But if you follow me on Twitter, I posted 2 pictures of this makeup on a model that I absolutely love. The artist is Patrick Ta on Instagram. He does a whole bunch of models and celebrities makeup, but he's really known for doing Gigi Hadid's makeup. So I just fell in love with this model's makeup that he did at Cannes Film Festival, and I posted it on Twitter and asked if you guys wanted to see a makeup tutorial on it. Then I picked one of the looks and kind of tried to do it before filming and snapped it all, and you guys were like, yeah, we want to see this look. If you follow me on Snapchat, you know what this means. But you guys wanted to see the look, so here it is. This look is all up my alley. I've been wearing it every day. I normally wear this look, I just kind of make some changes to it. So this is this month's version of my everyday makeup kind of series. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial, and if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so starting with foundation, I'm going to use the Estee Lauder Double Wear in Sand. I normally use Tawny, but I don't think I'm dark enough for it, so I got a sample of Sand, which is a little bit lighter, but I'm going to mix in the NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator just to bronze it up a little bit. For concealer, I'm taking the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in Light. I don't think this is out yet, but it's coming out very soon. It is coconut based, I think, like there's coconut water in it. It smells like coconut, which is amazing because that's like one of my favorite smells. And it just is perfect for under the eyes. I really like this concealer. I like the consistency. It's not watery, but it's not creamy. It has like a, I don't want to say oily feel. It just like feels really smoothing, if that makes sense. But I've been really liking it for like highlighting and just putting it in areas I want to kind of brighten and lift. Now right away I'm going to set under my eyes so that it doesn't crease. I'm not going to set the rest of my face because I want to use a cream illuminator. I'm going to go back to that NYX bronzy illuminator just to kind of go on the outskirts of my face to enhance a bronzy glow. But for under my eyes, I repurchased my favorite product in the world, which is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I honestly don't think I could live without it. I couldn't find RCMA colorless powder or whatever it's called. Also, I didn't really have a lot of time when I was in Canada because I was so busy. I was only there for 1 week, but Patty and I go back to Canada the 15th of June for 2 weeks, and it will be a lot more of a relaxed trip, so I will definitely look for it then. If not, I guess you can just order online and that would probably solve all problems, but I was just so busy. I had such a fun time though in Canada. Like, it's just so good to see family and friends and meet a whole bunch of new people, meet some of you guys. Like, it was just unreal. I had the time of my life. So excited to go back in June because we have some more wedding things to do and it will be more like summer, so we can go in the pool and hopefully get a tan that lasts till October because it's not very promising over here. Okay, so I'm going back to that NYX Liquid Illuminator Born to Glow. Just gonna kind of put it in areas that I want to be kind of bronzy and glowy. So far so good, peeps. This is just a very like natural kind of illuminator, which I like. Also, if you've noticed, my eyebrows are looking very overgrown and not the nicest. It's just because I really want to grow out my eyebrows as, you know, awful as it sounds, big as possible, just so I can get the perfect shape for my wedding in October. So in the next couple tutorials for the next couple of months, you might not love the look of my eyebrows, but I just want them to be like a really good shape, and so I'm just growing them out so I can kind of start fresh. So I'm sorry in advance about that, but hopefully you can understand. I'm going to set what we just did with powder, and I'm going to use the Urban Decay Bronzed Bronzer. This bronzer is amazing. It's so finely milled and it really just like glides on the skin so nicely. So I'm just going to put that right over top where we put that illuminator from NYX. Okay, so for contour, I want a little bit more of an ashy tone bronzer. I still have like hairs on my face that's like itching. But I'm going to use Benefit's Hoola with the Luxie Flat Contour Brush. It's the 542 brush. It looks like this. It's very similar to my Loud Makeup brush. This one's just a little bit thinner. So I'm going to press down the edges of this brush on the contour powder. Really tap it off, and we're going to contour the nose because she had a really good contour on, which means I can go to town on my nose, which we all know I like. I'm going to put a little bit under my cheekbone just to enhance it a little bit because that model had some cheekbones and I need to create some. So I'm going to go right at the top of my ear and blend upwards just to kind of make it look a little bit more defined. I'm not bringing it down far whatsoever because I want this to be very faded and soft. I'm just going to keep it right at my ear area. Okay, so for eyebrows, that model again had very full, soft, natural looking eyebrows. Mine are a little bit darker and straighter. Hers were very like pushed up and just very natural looking. So I'm going to use the NYX Sculpt and Highlight Brow Contour in Rose Soft Brown, which is a perfect color. I also got this in my Ipsy goodie bag, and I really love it because I've been kind of doing more of a textured looking brow, not very structured. Plus it has a little highlighting stick at the end so we can lift the brow with it and also put it like in the inner corner of our eye just to, you know, brighten the look. So I'm going to go ahead and just lightly put this through my brows. Again, I don't want any structure to it, just a little bit more fullness. I'm going to take the other side of this little stick, which is a highlighter color, and I'm just going to lightly pop that on to my eyebrow bone just to lift it and give a little bit more of a glow to my eyebrow. I'm also going to pop this into the inner corner of my eye and on my waterline. Okay, so this eye makeup look is super easy. I'm really just going to use the two bronzers that we used on our face. So starting with the Urban Decay Bronzed Bronzer, I'm going to take the Luxie Flat Definer 221 brush, which is a nice little flat brush. This is perfect for getting underneath your lower lash line and really smudging it in. So I'm going to dip this into my bronzer, tap it off, and just create like a soft halo underneath our lower lash line. Now going in with the Luxie Tapered Blending 229 brush, going into that same bronzer again and bringing it onto our lid and just buffing it in. I'm going to go right into the crease, and instead of just stopping right at the outer corner, I kind of want to meet right at the outer part of my brow, just to naturally like wing it out with powder, just to accentuate the dramatic wing that we're going to do later. Okay, so now on to the fun and stressful part. This look is all about winged liner. I love wearing winged liner on like an everyday basis, but this one's a little bit more dramatic. It's a little bit heavier on the top as well, where normally I just like to go on the outer corner, but this one is also higher. On camera, it's not as easy, so hopefully this turns out. I'm going to take my Tom Ford eye defining pen. It's my favorite. But I also love the Stila Stay All Day liquid liner and the Kat Von D Trooper liners, so those are some cheaper alternatives. If you have your favorite black liner, just use that. This is just the one I like to use. So taking the longer side, I feel like stressed about this. Okay, so I'm going to start from the outer corner of my eye, going right up into the end of my brow, like a little bit higher and straighter rather than out and slanted. So here we go. Okay, so now that we have the first part of our liner, we're going to go about a quarter way down and bring it to, ooh, well, that's a start, bring it to our lash line. I'm not going to go all the way to the inner corner of my eye. I'm just going to stop about 3/4 of the way in, and I'm just going to fill in the rest. This was actually surprisingly not too hard. It's just the other eye that we have to mimic. Okay, so now that we have this winged liner, it's all about trying to recreate it on this eye. So, okay, here we go. Okay, I think that's as good as it's gonna get. I'm going to go to town on mascara. I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever Excessive Lash, which if you follow me on Snapchat, I was raving about because lately I've been wearing my Lena lashes in Naomi, and I just cut them in half and put them on the outer corner just to kind of give a bit of volume there. But with this mascara, I don't even curl my lashes. I put on like 2-3 coats and it looks like I'm wearing false lashes. So I'm gonna put this on and we'll be right back. Okay, just to make sure that I don't get oily throughout the day and my skin looks really nice and smooth, I'm going back to my Laura Mercier setting powder and my sponge and just putting it in areas I want to keep bright, so around my nose, the side of my nose, and just a little bit by the sides of my mouth. I'm not necessarily gonna like bake these areas, I'm just kind of really patting it into my skin so that it stays matte and bright. Going back to my 17 Shimmer Brick and my MAC Dual Fiber brush, it's a smaller one, I know there's a bigger one. I'm just going to lightly dust this on the tops of my cheeks just to add a light glow, nothing intense. For lips, I'm going to take MAC's Boldly Bare Liner and Maybelline Nude Lust Lipstick. And that's it for my May everyday makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!